Younger generation has picked up only the physical aspect of yoga. Woman has to give more importance to health rather than look. Becoming zero figure doesn't mean that you are healthy at all. Namaskar. I am Hansaji Yogendra, the director of the Yoga Institute, Mumbai. I have started yoga when I was 3 years old, and I am spreading this ancient Indian culture throughout the world. I am happy to be here with HT Health Shots to share my journey. Well, I was born in a family who believed in Jainism, and there was certain discipline. I was put to yoga, asanas, and all that when I was 3 years old. My father used to learn from the Yoga Institute Santa Cruz here and come home and forcibly make us to do all the asanas. And what was challenging was that you are supposed to sit with your eyes closed. A child supposed to sit with eyes closed for some time, and who can sit more? I and my 3 brothers, we were made to do this. So this was like a competition, and very often I would win. And then you are supposed to lie down and do shavasana without shaking your body. Now this was another challenge, that you just lie down like a corpse, shavasana. So in childhood, we were trained like this. So that growth helped us to see that you start imbibing the spirit of yoga into your personality. And as I grew big, I started loving this subject because this subject taught me to be steady for some time. See, I am 76 now, running 77, and I am very clear that to have to take care of your body once you are above 50 and definitely above 60. Earlier, I was not spending it all the time. I was busy looking after the yoga, spreading the message, looking after the Yoga Institute, and giving lectures here and there and so on. But then I realized that above 60, you have to spend some particular time for your body. And that I was finding it difficult. So now I found that, that yoga has to be absorbed in your day-to-day management. So one separate time, half an hour or 1 hour to take out was difficult for me. And I'm sure it is difficult for any woman who has to do so many of her duties. But little time throughout the day you can take out. So the moment you wake up, do some stretching asanas, take few long breaths, sit in meditation for some time, right in the morning, right in your bed. Food should be taken at a regular interval, every 4 hours gap. And that I do it, see to it that I do it. You don't need much time to eat food, little time, because you have to eat very little and simple food, which you can. Simplify your food habits, simplify your other habits. Every time you take up some work, take one long breath and start the work. So form such habits, and I have so many of such habits. Before eating, I bend down to touch the ground, thank the Mother Earth, and then automatically you are doing what's called as Haspadasana, good stretch for your spine, for your hamstring, good circulation for your head region. And this is how you do that asana. So divide all these responsibilities of doing asanas, pranayams, meditation throughout the day. And that's how you manage. And then a good sleep becomes important. So I see to it that my day is from sunrise to sunset. After sunset, I don't eat. So that when I sleep, my stomach is practically empty. So that I get a very good sleep without any dreams or anything, very blissful time. And that's how I maintain my health, maintain a state of mind, maintain enthusiasm, and whole day I'm working, but I'm enjoying every moment of my work. In the beginning, yoga was not popular at all. Rather, ladies used to get frightened if their husbands would come to the center to learn yoga. They said they would become sadhus, sannyasis. Yoga was linked with sadhus and sannyasis. But at the Yoga Institute, we taught yoga for householders. And we made them very clear that instead of crying in the house that my husband will leave me, you better come here and do something for yourself. Become capable, healthy and strong. More and more ladies started coming, and then ladies classes were much more than gents classes. So slowly this grew. Yoga was accepted abroad very fast. There people used to learn yoga, and some foreigners would come to India and teach yoga. It was something like that. And in India, somehow the concept was that anything coming from abroad is good. Indian things they would not appreciate so much as imported things. And yoga also was like an imported subject for them, whatever it may be. But then slowly in India, it became popular and people really wanted to learn this subject because they found that it really helped them at physical level, but more than that, at emotional level, at mental level. The main thing which happened was when the yoga as an international day of yoga was announced by our Prime Minister, Sri Narendra Modi. And when he announced that, it was at that time mentioned that so many countries joined him in following this International Day of Yoga. Actually, in spirituality, there is no discrimination between gender. In very ancient old times, yoga was there. All these rishis were there, but they were householders. Their wives were equally capable to teach children as rishis used to teach. Men and women, they both were highly into yoga. In spirituality, we talk about the state of mind you are in, what state of mind a person is, and accordingly they are divided. For me, there was no problem at all because we are teaching yoga for householders, not for sadhus and sannyasis, nor we are sadhus and sannyasis. So as a householder, woman in the house is most important. Whole family members are rotating around that main woman. Mother who has given you birth is most important. So that concept was clear. And so there was nothing which we had to worry about. In householder's life, every individual has to learn how to live life. Every individual, maybe man or woman, boy or a girl, has to become self-reliant, and that's what we teach. Nowadays, the physical fitness part has given certain norms. One is zero figure, and everybody wants to become zero figure, and which is quite challenging. Becoming zero figure doesn't mean that you are healthy at all. For health, person has to see that person's body is flexible. Person has to see the person is free from any sickness and diseases. Person has to see that person can take the challenge with a balanced state of mind. Now this should be done. Now at bodily level, you may be trim slim or you may be little plump. It doesn't matter. But I have noticed that that period remains only for a little time. As you grow a little bit bigger, it becomes a hard task to maintain your body in that trim slim form. As woman is going through menopausal time, woman has to give more importance to health rather than look. So external look, we would say anybody should not so much bother. It should be fine. Person should be flexible. Person's body should be toned up. But coming to zero figure I would say please never bother about it. Right from womb, I would say from womb till toe, person should be doing yoga. See, younger generation has picked up only the physical aspect of yoga. And I would very strongly say that physically you have to go on making changes according to your age. And at any age you can't do anything. Difficult and twisting and turning of body, Surya Namaskars and all that. Do it a younger time when your body has no health issue. According to health, according to age, you must make changes in your asanas and pranayams and meditation. A person who is a depressive personality should never do meditation, never should do more pranayam, more asanas. So understand these things and accordingly make your choice of things. It is not more asana, it is few asanas but done very peacefully, regularly, with more diligence, more systematically. That would help you. And then try and talk about mind. Everything is for mind in yoga. Asanas also we are doing to train our mind. A mind which is restless all the time, thinking here and there, thoughts are coming. Instead of that, make your mind steady. No thoughts. Just the work which is there in your hand or the asana, what you are doing, full attention to your body. And then with that steady mind, when you pick up some area to get the knowledge, you will get the knowledge and you will grow definitely much healthier with knowledge. And so gain more knowledge in your life to handle all the problems. For more such videos, subscribe to Health Shots.